Glad to have you back. We're still live in our Abuja studio, and we are with Charles Odii, the DG of Smeden. Now, let's talk specifically about the innovation and global competitiveness and the place of Nigerian MSMEs in the global market. Most Nigerian products and services are consumed locally and are rarely exported, despite having the required standards that can compete favorably with other, global products.
So we have something called the AfCFTA right now, which is Africa's the biggest marketplace. So right now we can export to pretty much all the African countries that have accepted to AfCFTA at zero tariffs, and then we can actually export in Naira and get paid in Naira, right, without looking for dollars. I think it's a phenomenal agreement within the African continent, if you ask me. One of the things that we're doing, and we understand that some of our products do not actually get exported because we have to meet some required standards. We're now helping with our small businesses to standardize their products. We've set up an innovative center for our small businesses here in Abuja, and we've begun to scale it up to other parts of the country. What this means is that our small businesses who want to export, either fashion or textile, like what I'm wearing, made in Nigeria, right? They can come into our Smeden complex. They don't bother about the sewing machine. They don't bother about power. They don't bother about maintaining the machine. All this is provided in our complex, in our industrial development centers. And they come there, they come with their materials, they sew, we can help them to warehouse, and then we've signed innovative contracts where they can distribute locally. So with NIPOST, 15%, with God is Good Logistics, 20%. So what this does is that this is taking away from the burden of doing business in Nigeria. But we understand that these are perilous times because we need to go through the tunnel to get to the light, right? But in going through the tunnel, we're not forgetting our small businesses, and the administration is not forgetting the small business. We're putting up this kind of innovation where we're helping to increase productivity, but also driving down the cost of doing business. So a small business in Wusetu or Kuje or Gwagwalada, all he needs to do is just to come and get a single-digit interest loan or get the grants. You get 50,000 naira. You go to Kuje market, you buy materials, you come to Smeden, you just book a machine. You can book the machine for 12 hours. You sew, you cut, you pattern, you do the embroidery, and then you can take your product and go and sell to your family and friends or sell in the market if you have an opportunity. So these are ways that we're helping to make sure that even the products that are coming out of Nigeria, the standards are reaching global best practices in terms of packaging, in terms of production, to make sure that we can actually compete with our colleagues in the global market. Nigeria is very, 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 very big. These 39 million businesses, if we can get 1 million of them to be exported by 2027, the impact on our economy will be phenomenal. But what do we need to do as an agency, development agency for these small businesses, is to go in there, train them. So we're training month in, month out, training on global best practices, training on innovation, training on the best ways to make sure that your product is not rejected at the ports. We have a phenomenal handshake with Nigerian Customs Service to make sure that some of our small businesses, they can actually export within hours. So they don't have to spend time through our AEO program. They don't have to spend time at the port. When their business products get there, within hours, it's gone and it's gone to wherever the destination is. So those are some of the things that we're making sure to do to make sure that our small businesses are competitive, making sure that we support them to compete with their counterparts in Africa and in developed other countries.
Okay.